everyone. In today's video, we're gonna discuss about act of maturation. Before going towards the act of maturation, we'll first look into what parts are included in the urinary system, what's the role of those. So here, if I can make, yes. So as we know, in the urinary system, basically two kidneys are present, and those kidneys are basically connected with the ureter. Through this ureter, these basically opens into the urinary bladder and then urethra. Now here you can look into it. Okay, here in the urinary bladder, two sphincters are present. Two sphincters are present. If I can enlarge this, so here it is somehow like this. One sphincter is present over here. Then after that, we can say this as at the ending point, one is over here and one is over here. These are two sphincters. So this is known as internal sphincter, and this is known as external sphincter. So now one more thing here, if we can learn this, yes. So this internal sphincter is basically, this is involuntary, which is not in our control. Ab now why it is involuntary, why it is not voluntary? Therefore, if it will be voluntary, then we can pee over any time. But it is involuntary; it control when to pee on. This is external sphincter, which is voluntary, which is in our control. Whenever we can go to the for the washroom to pee it. So yeah, this is the external sphincter, which is voluntary in our control. This is involuntary in not in our control. Okay. So now here you can see in this urinary bladder, smooth muscles are present. Here we can say this is the layer of smooth muscles. Smooth muscles are present, and these smooth muscles are basically, as we know, these are made up of muscular layer. And we have discussed we have three type of muscles: smooth muscles, which are involuntary muscles, then skeletal muscles, which are present in our skeletons, and we have cardiac muscles, which are present in our heart. So these are involuntary, and these muscular layer in the urinary bladder, it is known as the decussor muscles. Decussor muscles. Decussor muscles. Okay. So now let's see about the maturation, act of maturation. So yeah, here we can make it. For suppose this is our brain, and this is extended towards, basically this is a spinal cord. Fine. So now here you can see, and this is our urinary bladder. As we've discussed, here we have muscles are present. Okay, so here you can see here we have stretched muscles are present. Stretched muscles. Here we have one sphincter is present. After that, this is we can say urethra. Then again we have another sphincter. ठीक है. So now here you can see these are the stretched muscles and here urine is present. So from our brain, the command from our basically the spinal cord or brain, the command will go through the sensory neuron to these muscles. This command will go toward the sensory command will go toward the we can say these muscles stretch, and this command is carried by sensory neuron. Then after this command, when these muscles stretch, this basically command will go, we can say, sorry, this is the somehow like this. Check. Sensory information will go over here to the spinal cord, and spinal cord will generate the command which is taken by the motor neuron to basically stretch your muscles to do the P. Motor neuron. Okay, so now motor neuron will take the command. Motor neuron basically will take two commands. Motor neuron will take two commands. Now one command which is basically to contract the diaphragm muscles, or we can say stretch muscles को contract करो, and other command will be to contract the internal sphincter to open. Internal sphincter को भी contract करो ताकि वो open हो जाए. जब open होगा तो easily we can pee. Okay. So yes, this motor neuron take command to two things. One to contract the diaphragm muscles, another to contract the internal sphincters. So this was all about we can act of maturation. This means how urine is removed out from our body. So when this internal sphincter will contract, our urine will go to the urethra, and through the urethra the sphincter is present with its external sphincter, and by the external we can pee anywhere. Okay. Uh, So this was all about the act of maturation. And the next video we'll discuss about the three steps of urine formation. Number one is glomerulus filtration, second tubular reabsorption, and third tubular secretion. So up till now it is clear.